Staying in contact. I'm London Mitchell. Each week, we take a few minutes to discuss efforts underway to make our little corner of the world, the greater Toledo area, stronger and more vibrant, to increase pride in where we live and to understand our heritage. This week, we bring back to our microphones Adam Cassi, the Executive Director of Keep Toledo, Lucas County Beautiful. A big fundraising activity is taking place next week, Green Time in the 419. But before we discuss that, Adam, let's talk a bit about Keep Toledo, Lucas County Beautiful and your efforts aimed at improving our environmental well-being.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me again. And right, I think a lot of our work falls under maybe four different umbrellas. So we do a lot with recycling and waste reduction. So education around recycling and doing recycling events, getting some of those things that you can't put in your curbside recycling, but we have places that we can send them to specialty recyclers. We do a lot with litter reduction. Right now, we've got our Toledo Litter League kind of wrapping up at the end of August, but they've been out picking up litter all summer long. It's kind of our signature litter program. It's a competition, all baseball themed, but any group can contact us and we can support them with getting the supplies and the logistics that they need to do a litter cleanup. Then we also do a lot with tree plantings. We did about 150 trees last year. We've had a few spring tree plantings this year, and then we'll hit the ground running again after our fundraiser and really be focusing on tree plantings this fall. And then the last one is supporting public art and the 100 Works of Art project that's happening downtown and throughout the rest of Lucas County is really supported through our organization and partnering with the River Gallery Studio.
You know, keeping the community clean, getting the litter away, it's good for aesthetics, but there are other benefits as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you think about litter and, you don't want to live in a neighborhood or go to a park that has litter. If you're driving around, you see it on the on-ramps and the off-ramps. It does definitely have an issue with how our city looks, and that impacts the environment. Absolutely. It's estimated there's 50 billion pieces of litter across roadways and waterways in the United States, and 88% of it is smaller than 4 inches. So you see like that big water bottle or plastic bag from your car, but I promise if you get out of your car and walk over there, there's just litter everywhere. It's just small, and that small litter, it only takes a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, and it's into the Maumee River and then out into Lake Erie and causes problems for our environment. But also there's economic issues. I mean, litter impacts housing market and tourism and business development. Like nobody wants to move to or move a business to a city that is full of litter. And then more of a socioeconomic issue too. I mean, if there's litter in a neighborhood, that attracts more litter. And if it attracts more litter, then it attracts graffiti. And then if it attracts a graffiti, it kind of snowballs into the next thing and the next thing. But if a neighborhood is clean and looks like people take pride in that neighborhood, litter is less likely to accumulate. If you see an area and you kind of recognize that this area, it's socially unacceptable to litter there, you're less likely to litter.
That's an interesting concept that if you have litter, it almost begets litter.
Yeah, litter attracts litter for sure.
So when we talk about fighting litter, what can we do outside of walking into our front yard and picking up a piece of litter that may have blown into the yard? Are there other ways that Joe Average Toledo, Lucas County, Northwest Ohio citizen can get involved in the fight against litter?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you take it all the way back, I always like to tell people, well, the first step is don't litter. Don't be that person. There's research that says that people who do litter on a consistent basis don't understand how socially unacceptable it is. Like if you are that person that's littering, you throw something out of your car window, I promise everybody behind you is shaking their fist and angry that you're littering because it is unacceptable. So don't be that person who does think that everybody litters because everybody doesn't. But litter happens on accident sometimes. So yeah, if you can pick up your own property, that's great. But we, like I mentioned, provide supplies to any group, any organization to go out and do litter cleanup. So they can go to our website and request litter supplies. We'll give them the supplies. We'll help with the logistics of getting the bags of litter picked up afterwards. And the Litter League is a good example. It's kind of broken up into 4 different brackets because it is all baseball themed. So we don't have like a big corporate organization competing with a small family, but we do have small families that are in that program that are out there doing a good job picking up litter. I mean, we get people who will call and say, my wife and I walk the dog every morning and pick up litter along the way. Can we join the Litter League? Absolutely. You're doing a good job. You're picking up your neighborhood. You can definitely join in. A neat partnership that we've got right now too is with Anthony Wayne Innovation and the Toledo Tech Loft and some of the things going on downtown on the tech side of things. There's now QR codes on the trash cans in downtown Toledo. And if you see a trash can that's overflowing, all you have to do is scan that QR code and it shoots a notification that needs to be picked up because it is overflowing. So, another neat way that we can kind of crowdsource getting trash cans picked up if they're overflowing. That way that doesn't become litter.
And that is a great way to use this modern technology. I like that idea. To create a community that takes pride in itself, in the way it looks, I think really reinforces a sense of community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you've got that, and there's the same information, the same research says that trees in a neighborhood, create community pride, and people drive slower in a neighborhood that has trees. Public art. I mean, I mentioned we help with a lot of the public art. If you've got public art in your neighborhood, that elevates the neighborhood. So, people ask sometimes, well, what does art have to do with? Sure, it makes things beautiful, but does it impact the environment? No, but it does uplift our community, neighborhood by neighborhood, but also, across the entire city and across the entire county. So if you've got that public art, you're going to see less litter. You're going to see more people taking pride in their neighborhood, and being excited to live in Toledo and the great things that we have here.
And this 100 pieces of art
Mm-hmm.
project is now underway.
Right. So it really started with Dean Davis in the River Gallery studio and his vision. And it started with just like 25 works of art along the river. And we are still focusing on the river, but let's take that out across the entire county. And since that initiative did fall within our mission so well, and Keep America Beautiful is a national organization. There's over 700 affiliates across the country, and some of them focus very heavily on public art. So, using that partnership, that's the way that we've kind of gone into it. And we're, partnered with Dean Davis, but we just got a project done by Chris Rodriguez, and Connor is another great artist in town who's doing a project for us. We've got one over in Oregon. That's another artist. So it is not just a partnership with Dean Davis. It is a partnership with the River Gallery Studio and also other great artists in town. So we're giving work to artists, and we're encouraging public art in Toledo, and you can really see the difference. I mean, we're making a name for ourselves in kind of that art community, and that brings tourism. It brings people to town to spend money, and but also helps elevate the city and make people excited to live here.
And that, I think, is what we're all about, is wanting our community to be some place where we can take pride, we can feel that we're involved in the community, and that our future as a community is looking good, is looking bright.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a blank wall in the middle of the city, says one thing about us, but when you put public art on it, it says that, we do have pride in our city and we're excited about our future. And somebody cared enough to go out there and put something amazing on this blank canvas that now all of us have in a public space.
Our guest is Adam Cassi from Keep Toledo, Lucas County beautiful. You've got a big fundraiser coming up, Green Time in the 419. It's right around the corner.
It is next week already. It's hard to believe, but August 27th. That's a Thursday in the evening from 5 to 7:30. It will be at the Glass Pavilion at the Glass City Metro Park. So on Thursday, if you're finishing up work and want to swing over for a little bit before you head home, or it is 5, so go home, get a reset, and then come back out and visit us. It is very much a come and go kind of event. You don't have to be there from 5 to 7:30, but stop by. And it's really just a celebration of us and who we are and the work that we've done over the last year. So there's food, drink, entertainment, and yard games. We'll have a band, and it's like just a great atmosphere of people networking who care about the city and care about the environment and want to see us continue to improve. Us as Keep Toledo, Lucas County beautiful, but us as a community and a city and a county. So tickets are only $25. We try to keep the ticket price really low, using our sponsors, First Solar being our top sponsor again this year. That's really where we see the fundraising happening, and then the rest of it is almost more of a friend raiser. Come out and learn about us and network and socialize. That $25 ticket does cover your food, your first drink, and entertainment.
I like the idea that you are down at the Glass City Metro Park Pavilion. What an opportunity for people who have not been to the new Metro Park to see how beautiful that park is and what it offers our community.
Yeah, absolutely. For the last 2 years, we've been over at Ostrich Town, but as Ostrich Town continues to grow, we thought that now that they're doing well, let's hop across the river, because it really does just represent who we are so much better. We're at a Metro Park, we're at an outdoor space, but it's got that rooftop view where you can see the skyline, and you can see a couple of the murals that are along the river, and just really represents who we are so much better. So it's a great partnership with the Metro Parks. They're a big supporter of ours, and we're a big supporter of them. So it's a great partnership, and we're really looking forward to that new space.
Green Time in the 419. It's this Thursday. How do people get tickets?
Yeah, go to our website, which is KTLCB. So that's the initials for Keep Toledo, Lucas County beautiful.org. You'll get a pop-up right away that says here, purchase tickets. And then, get those tickets. You can buy one ticket, or you can buy a pack of 8 and get a discount. So come on out, get that food. Socialized network. We'll have a silent auction. We'll have a 50-50. So we'll be doing a little bit of fundraising there, but some really neat silent auction items to come out and check out as well. And great food from Hajar, which is kind of Poco Piatti and the Garden, and that group of restaurants. So we're excited about the delicious food and everything that's going to be happening that evening.
One final thought. You mentioned First Solar as your primary sponsor, but you've got several other sponsors for the event, and they are all big names in our community, which really, I think, shows unification behind the idea that we want Toledo to look good and sparkle.
Right, absolutely. I mean, when you're looking at the Andersons or Kripke over there doing the recycling, you hear them on the radio all the time. Recycle your metal, save the planet. Obviously, the Metro Parks, but also some of the smaller groups as well. We get all of our trees from North Branch Nursery. And they supported us at this event, and Climate Reality Project and Junction Coalition. Those are partners that we work with throughout the year, and so it's good to see them sponsor and come out to the event as well.
Thanks for being with us, Adam. Good luck with Green Time in the 419, and we'll be talking to you.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Adam Cassi is the executive director of Keep Toledo, Lucas County beautiful. I'm London Mitchell, inviting you to join us again next week as we continue staying in contact.